What's going on, guys? This is David Chen from the Alienware marketing team, and tonight I'm going to be playing NBA 2K15 on PC and at 4K. I'm actually a little bit salty tonight because the Rockets just lost earlier to the Spurs by 1 point, and it was clearly a foul at the end. So to make me feel better, I'm going to hop in the game and see if I can dunk on the Spurs for a little bit. One thing that I noticed in testing for the past few minutes is that video settings can only be displayed right at the beginning. I can't pause it and show it to you already in the game, so let's go ahead and just hop through this really quickly. We are at a resolution of UHD/4K, that's 3840 by 2160. Full screen is on, the refresh rate is at 60. Vertical sync is off. Aliasing is the lowest that I have it, just because at 4K, especially on a 15-inch display, you're not going to really need it too much, and everything is going to look beautiful and crisp. Everything else is pretty much maxed out as high as it's going to go. So let's go and hop directly into the game and see what it looks like. And for those of you watching right now, you can pay attention to our frame rate in the top left-hand corner. We've got fraps running. It's kind of small specifically right now because we are running at the 4K resolution. When you're watching it on one of our normal 1080p videos, you'll see that it's a little bit bigger, but hopefully you should still be able to see where we're at.
Sponsored by Sprite. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
We've got the great Shaqtus, the great philosopher, the Shaq attack with Ernie Johnson over here. Got the mighty boring lineup of the San Antonio Spurs. The only team I hate more than the Spurs are the Mavs, and as a Houston fan, I'm really looking forward to playoffs this year, and we'll see how the Rockets do. Okay, so hopping straight into the game here. I might skip the general player intros. We can see the great Beard and Kevin McHale in the full lineup over there. Dwight going on over here doing some silly Dwight pregame level stuff. What are you doing, Dwight? You shimmying, imaginary ball around the back. He's doing the shake, the fadeaway. Is that like the pump fake? Yep. Okay, that's silly. Okay, let's go ahead and go straight into tip-off. You're not gonna beat Dwight here. Get out of here. Okay. Ooh, let's not have an early turn. Wow. Okay, early turnover. Let's get that under control. Okay. Early fast break on me, my bad. Let's go ahead and, okay, 2 turnovers. Let's go ahead and keep this coachable, stay focused, play some good transition D. Okay, that was not transition D whatsoever right there. Ooh, bad pass. Open. Drained. Look at that beard. That sexy beard. Let's see if we can just zoom right back in on it. Where are you at? There's Dwight making the pass. And the beard. Let's see if we can hide this. Let's zoom in. Nice. Hold on. There we go. Look at that precision. Deadly. Okay. D. Oh, can't jump up so slow. I hate you, Timmy. Oh, the dribble. Oh. I'm just going to move the ball around methodically and try to just find some matchup problem. Ugh. Spurs basketball. So fundamentally sound. So boring. Let's just jack up some threes. There you go. Go Jet. So as you can see so far, we are hitting 60, 70 frames per second max settings. at 4K on a laptop. This is running the NVIDIA GTX 980M as well as the Intel i7 processor, 16 gigs of RAM, all on an SSD. This is pretty much the top spec Alienware 15 in the market right now, with a gorgeous 4K display, touchscreen as well. So if you are someone who likes to design, likes to draw, likes to use a lot of Photoshop and different Windows 8, Windows 10 in the future kind of elements, the touchscreen is fantastic. It's a ton of fun, very useful for certain applications. If you're gaming as well, it is absolutely gorgeous, but you want to make sure that you have the horsepower to make that game happen. For here, what we're showing is NBA 2K15, and it is demonstrating that it is running like a champ. We're getting about, again, consistently 50 to 60 frames per second, and that's exactly what you want to see. And to see that happening at 4K is very, very impressive. Trying to get a transition turn over here. Hopefully I can just get the ball back real quick and see if we can get an alley-oop off or dunk on someone. I want to dunk. Oh, okay, good shot. Damn you, Tony. Give me a good pick and roll. Drive the lane, dunk it. Oh no, I have to jack it up. I don't know why he didn't pass. Oh. Control D, keep it. Keep everything in front of you. There you go. Don't bite. Stay your man. Okay. Good D. Watch the clock. Good rebound. There you go. Oh, mismatch. There. Drained. So not only am I playing at 4K, I am recording directly at 4K on NVIDIA Shadow Play as well. The files that this thing dumps out at 4K is pretty huge, so I'm going to actually keep this pretty short just to make sure I'm not trying to transfer and edit around 5-6 gigs plus of game footage. Did he just... Yes, he dunked, he missed, and he got the bounce. Look at that. That is... It's about the story of the Rockets night so far. I'm really just looking for a nice instant replay worthy play so I can come in. Is this going to be it? Oh, why didn't you continue on? Ugh. Come on, Prigioni. You wouldn't have dunked it anyways, I guess. Is that my... Oh, Corey Brewer's in. Come on, Jay Smooth. That was not very smooth. Manu. The one thing that I've noticed over the past couple NBA 2K patches, as they've gotten better and better at making the game look amazing and the character models look super detailed, Manu's bald patch has equally grown more detailed and more bald over the years. I mean, I guess that's only fair. Is that a... Nice. There you go, Smooth. Good D, good board. I don't really have any great scorers on the floor right now. Backup center. Get out of here, Manu. Give me the... Oh. What? It wasn't me. Look at that contact. Look at that contact. That's that 46% free throw rating for you. Okay, let's make this one right here. Ugh, you're killing me. It's like they knew from the game earlier that he just was not hitting free throws tonight. Good board. Okay, is this gonna be it? Is this gonna be my alley-oop? There we go. Let's get that on replay. That's just to show you what we've got here. Okay, we've got that. hide this. Zoom out. Zoom out. So we're looking. Okay, can't really get that angle to happen. No one come over here, lifting it up. Trevor Ariza's coming in hot. Ah, nice dunk. Okay. So we're only going to do this for probably to the end of the quarter. Again, just wanted to show off what this looks like in 4K. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hop off and reset so that we can hook up the NVIDIA graphics, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 980 card actually, in the graphics amplifier and see how well we can get this to get a nice performance boost with the desktop card. If we're seeing about 60 to 70 frames here, last second. If we're seeing 60 to 70 frames here, I'd imagine that when we hop back and get the 980 in, we're going to start seeing probably 80 to 90 frames per second. And when you're getting that high, I think it gives you a lot of flexibility. I'm actually going to try and run a Sweet FX mod. For those of you that aren't familiar, that's actually just a small custom graphics tweak that you can do for various titles that'll help improve some of the lighting scenarios, some of the color and contrast. And we're going to see what that looks like with that setup as well. So stay tuned and we will be right back. Alright, welcome back. So now I've got the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 980 hooked up to the Alienware graphics amplifier. All this is paired with the Alienware 15. And because I had to exit the game and head back to the main menu to show you the video features, we are going to start a fresh game again. But let's go ahead and go through the video settings one more time. We are at 3840 by 2160 4K resolution. Aliasing is turned all the way down because we are at such a high resolution. VSync is off, and everything else continues to be maxed as it was before. So let's go ahead and go back to the game. I'm going to go back to the Rockets and Spurs matchup because I want to try to dunk on Tim Duncan one more time.
And now, the 2K Sports pregame show. Brought to you by
And so what I was saying earlier is that I went ahead and downloaded a Sweet FX mod while I was getting this set up. If you're not familiar, it's just a quick patch, if you will, that you can download online and put into your game folder library. From there, a variety of different mods can either make your game look more realistic, more dreamy, better contrast, better colors, sharper lines, more bloom, more HDR, different things like that. Right now I actually have it turned off just so we can get a good gauge of the frame rate change with the desktop card, and then midway through I will turn it back on again so we can see kind of what kind of things you can do with a lighting mod like this.
And more so than their playoff seed, I think. I mean, that has to be the concern. This is a club that's capable of playing at a very high level.
Nice.
But can they live up to that in the postseason?
And so if you've been following along, in the top left hand corner with our frame rate counter, it looks like with the desktop card we are getting around kind of the 60 to 75 frames per second, which is about a 10, maybe 10 to 15 frame boost compared to the notebook card. I mean, both in their own right at 4K, very, very, very impressive. So this has been a fun test to show so far. Okay, good. I just want to dunk. Is that too much to ask? Oh wow, I didn't even pay attention. God, look at the shot clock, bud. Okay.
what a tremendous game he played against Houston.
Well, James Harden is a pure scorer. For him to get this Rockets team
Oh no,
where they hope to
don't
go,
leave him open.
he has to lead in
Timmy's
more
roaming.
ways than just offensively. Really needs to set the example with his defense, his effort, and his unselfishness as well.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Duncan. Drilled
Oh, good movement.
Room
That was
service
nasty.
delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Now the Rockets with it. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
It was not a very inspired performance for them, particularly defensively.
Finish strong, Dwight. Come on, man. You're 10 ply.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jumpers, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was right through the roof, and you can't win when that's the case.
Parker drives in. There's the bucket. Good.
Whoa. Look how smug he looks.
Seems like he's settled into being a boss. So talented, so gifted offensively. He's an excellent offensive player when he's isolated. But this team has so much
Nice
offense.
take.
I think they're best served to keep that ball hopping, and that goes for any team. But
So I'm gonna go ahead and switch the mod on in just a second. So pay attention to the crowd, the stands, the lighting, the court, kind of the overall feel of the scene, and we'll turn it on now. So immediately, one of the biggest things I noticed is how the blacks got darker, the whites were much brighter. It's very much a kind of a HD broadcast kind of scene where the colors are much more vivid. You know, if I think back the previous previous one, if you switch it off here, kind of has this yellow cast to the overall scene, whereas when I switch it back on, it's much more cleaned up, and I like it a lot more. It's actually it actually looks really nice. I can actually try a couple different camera angles here. We can mix it up. Look at the D. Good board. This one. Side to side. Terry with 3. Back-to-back threes, I think. Yeah. There we go. Oops. Oh no. Too easy. Okay, so this one, let's view. Let's drive the lane pretty easy. What you got, Timmy? Oh, come on. But as I said earlier, running this this performance kind of visual mod has taken a hit to my frame rate a little bit. So, you know, what was in the good dunk, what was in the 65 to high 70 frames, that was ooh, that's a nice little replay. What was in the 65 to 70 frame rate kind of area has now hovered to about 55 to 60. So it looks like we took about an 8 to 10 frame hit for the improved contrast and color levels. There are different ones that you can download that are scaling, or that will scale, I'm sorry, to a variety of components and processors and performance. So you can really find what you're looking for on your own, and that's suitable for your system. I don't think I've dunked yet. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. Pass the rock. There you go. You're going to do it. Give me a pick and roll. Oh, terrible pass. What risk? Oh, terrible shot, too. Oh, I can't see. I can't see. Oh, I fell.
Career for Ginobili. You know what I think, Kevin? I think Ginobili, Parker, Duncan, and Popovich
12-12 with a minute left. Oh, what an interesting camera angle. Why would anyone even play like this? Oh, you had to move as soon as I was going for the pass. Give me the ball. Give me... Oh, no. Oh, no. Get out. I took myself out of position. Okay, I can't lose this, guys. Oh, Manu D, so good. The three's even better. Okay, so I'm just going to finish off the quarter here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was my second one. It was a ton of fun to put together as well. Let me know if you guys have any questions, any comments, anything like that. Please leave it in the section below. Beyond that, again, please subscribe to our videos to continue to get notifications about when we have our new releases. Thank you guys very much for watching, and go Rockets!
On 3 of 3 from deep.